Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Oh dear, who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk? Who'd have realised? Who'd have studied for? Who'd have credentialed towards? Who'd have researched about? Who'd have stumbled upon? That's my category. That real health is about what we're eating, how we digest, how we absorb, what we do eat. And many would say, vegan. Men. Others would say, carnivore. Others would say, keto, intermittent fasting. What other bloody variations are there out there? Well, let me tell you, in my humble opinion, not so humble, actually. Keto 44. Keto, not the best branding, but keto as in dairy, eggs, and meats are the way to go. And the 44 part, well, firstly, keto, while I'm at it, I may as well quickly go through the shtick for the one-off listeners, viewers, where I assume that this will be a one-off for 90% of people. I get it. This sounds nuts, but let's compare notes with your best guru in 30 years, 7 years, I don't know, pick a time. So, and also today you've clicked on it, it's about David Sinclair today, the guru, David Sinclair. Longevity, ooh, who's going to live longer? The guru or the schmuck? This schmuck here. So, Keto 44, I've upped my keto calories to 90%-ish. Some months back I did my own numbers and it was 80%. I've increased my eggs, cheese, some dairy, probably a serve every 2 weeks more of meat and less of my corn and rice type grains, which is less and less. Is it intended? No, not really. Just thought I'd add more keto. Let's see. And also, I guess the protein would come in handy. 7, 8 months of going to the gym, and there's a recomposition going, I must say. I put on probably a couple of kilos. I'm 90 or 91 kilograms now, and less body fat. Yes, it's tried. I only do 20 minutes in the gym. Those snoops out there that you can do entry and exit data if you want. Do a investigation, a private eye investigation into my exit and entries, and even video coverage and what I do in the gym, which is pretty much 20 minutes. So with the keto, I've mentioned the keto. What's the 44 part? Well, the 44 is eliminating 4 categories of foods. Yes, eliminate nutritionists and dietitians alike. You can't restrict. You better restrict the gluten, which is preventing you from absorbing the micronutrients that we all need daily for the rest of our life. Not just, it's not available in our food if we're not supplementing. That's the second 4 of the 44. But with the first 4 of the 44, eliminate gluten, which is wheat, barley, rye, and oats. If you don't eliminate that, you won't be absorbing because it's going to continue damaging the villi in your small intestine. Gluten, even from 150, 200 years ago, there's some thoughts that modern gluten and GMOs is worse. No, even 200-year-old gluten has the same amount of gluten in it, damaging the villi in our small intestine, and that goes for the last 5,000 years of human history. So how does it do it? Well, pro-inflammatory cytokines, damages the villi. We go from a shag pile, age 5, to a hose, just water going through the hose. By the time we're 60, probably absorbing 1, 2, 3% of the micronutrients that we do get access to, and it's not dependable. That's why we might be burying our kids if we don't get it. This might be the first generation or the first boomers, Gen X, millennial, Gen Z, whatever, however you want to define the generations. Gen Z may end up burying their children. That's how bad in my opinion, not humble, real serious opinion, is getting. Okay. So wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Gluten gone, oil's gone, which is burnt animal fat, fried food, and all oils in a bottle, including that olive oil, out of the contest. Okay. That's what's providing, or not providing, giving us the cardiovascular issues, atherosclerosis, and the like. That creates trans fats, heterocyclic amines, and acrylamides in our circulatory system. Combine that with the sugars, number 3 out of that first 4, including fruit. The sugars in the fruit is giving us our dangerous cholesterol levels. Yes, that's why vegans still have cholesterol issues. It's not genetic. It's not genetic. And number 4 is the nitrites, which is the new carcinogen in town. Worse than sitting is the new smoking, and worse than smoking. Okay? There's a lot more 80-year-old smokers out there than there are 50-year-old smokers dying of emphysema. Let's face it. The ground. Okay? And the people that are eating the nitrites, mainly found in the processed meats, bacon. Yes, bacon. Carnivore people. Oh, the carnivore people are getting cancer. Well, processed meats, ham, bacon, pastrami, spam, corned beef, all that shite, out. Okay. And the second 4, the 44, is supplementing. We need 90 declared essential micronutrients, which is the 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids. That's the 90 declared essential micronutrients that we require, those 4 categories: the minerals, vitamins, amino acids, essential fatty acids. Those 4 categories we need daily and for the rest of our life. And that's what I'm doing. Let's compare notes, which brings me and us to reviewing David Sinclair. I subscribed to his podcast channel. It's not active. I thought, what's going on? I read a recent article, GQ. A few questions were asked, and most of this is based on what I know from that article, but I'm also aware of David Sinclair being one of the gurus which have been followed by other PhD popular media, social media presenters out there, like the Andrew Hubermans, the Rhonda Patricks, and who else? People that are attempting all this longevity stuff. What's some of the names out there? Peter Attia, and the $2 million a year expenditure on longevity. Anderson, was it? I did an episode on him, plus I added him into another cheeky episode about frugivores and breatharians as well. Anderson. Sorry. Okay, I won't think any more until all of a sudden it comes out, and then I'll say it. Anyway, so, right, so David Sinclair, he's 53 or 54 in this GQ article, and I've heard him say it before. My cell age, my chronological age is 54, but my cell age and my genetics and my physiology indicates a decade less. Why can't he just say 43? Anyway, so who creates these parameters of your physiology is now a decade under what your chronological age is? Who sets these parameters? Whoever wants to hack my Apple Watch data, just hack it and weep with my heart rate and ECG. What else is on there? Oxygen saturation in the blood. What else do they monitor, or can they monitor on those devices? Anyway, so whoever wants to hack that, let's have a look. what's my resting heart rate? Resting heart rate today, if resting heart rate, okay, I've looked up resting heart rate. 4 minutes ago, 72. Oh no! And 73 now, and resting heart rate today, 52. Well, I'm used to seeing it at like 48. I've seen it as 45, 50 and 49, that sort of thing. So it's in, yeah. But I've been up and about most of the day today as well, so not much resting, perhaps. So, yeah, there's, that's not in, it's a bit blurry, but anyway. Go on. So, David Sinclair was asked, what's your regimen? And straight away, when I saw the word vegan, shit. Plus, he travels with this dietitian. I forget it. It's a her. I wonder if he's a bit cheeky with her as well. Traveling with a dietitian, and half a suitcase is filled with supplements. So supplements, yes, good that he's supplementing. But if his supplements are a bunch of pills and whatnot, I'll accept the an attempt at getting essential fatty acids in a pill form. Longevity has theirs where the oil will not be rancid. It's injected via, is it hydrogen? And it won't be rancid when you do take it. But with all the other classes of micronutrients, it's in powder form and liquid, colloidal means, particularly with the minerals. So I'm not sure what he's taking, but he indicates that he drinks tea throughout the day. He intermittent fasts. I thought, another red flag. Are you kidding me? He mentioned something about falling off the wagon. He has the occasional French fry. I try and work out, what's this trying business? If I had my way, no. I feel so good. That's why I do go to the gym, for that short time every day. But it's not essential. I've got a whole series on this channel actually. Don't exercise. It's not essential. As long as you get all those micronutrients. For about a year, I was sedentary, and in that first year when I started my Keto 44, I effectively, well, from the top, but since I started longevity, I lost nearly 60 kilograms, more than 50, that's for sure. It was around 60 kilos of pickles I overshot. And I thought, a bit too scrawny there, so I didn't even actually, it was just an overshoot. I didn't even actually, I did a test. I increased my calorie intake by 30%-ish. And yes, and that's why I had this particular episode where there's a lag in things. Because I tested it for a month, maybe 6 weeks. Was it 6 weeks? It doesn't feel like it, but anyway, I put on probably a couple of kilograms. But when I stopped, it kept on going for the next month or two. And it was like a 5 kilogram increase. And then after that, while taking away that 30% extra calories in that test, we kept on climbing for a month or 6 weeks, right? I thought that was odd, and just because I with that increase in calories, people would have thought, yes, I can increase calories. I didn't need to, and I effectively forced myself sometimes to eat. So I just pegged it back, and that 5 kilo example pegged back down. And yeah, I sat at around 88 until even a few months ago. I was 88, between 88 and 90, and now I'm sort of 91, 92. A bit of muscle gain. I certainly haven't put on fat. Let me tell you, I can feel myself. No, a couple of weeks back, a few weeks, I don't know what it was. I did another one of those Jackson Pollock. That sounds like an author. Anyway, a pinch test, 4 site, 7 site, I did, and came out to 7.75% body fat without doing that much. It's pretty good. Anyway, so David Sinclair, he what else? He's not too confident in his regimen. I try this, I try that. That's what comes to mind in that, particularly in that GQ article. I get this. I have a couple of spoonfuls of yogurt in the morning with a bit of warm water and lemon juice as an oral care thing. I haven't brushed my teeth in 15 months. That's another guinea pig test. See how I go on that. Watch this space. And he said that some of that yogurt that he just had hasn't broken his fast. Are you kidding me? You just had at least probably 100 calories of yogurt and it hasn't broken your fast? Are you kidding me? No, it hasn't broken your... It has broken your fast. And what else? He does acknowledge some cardio and weightlifting. Since the pandemic, I got some weights in my room and traveling. I do what I can. Fine. So you see, even the PhDs and the gurus, they've got this in their psyche. We've all got it in our psyche. I had it in my psyche 3 years ago, where energy in, energy out, calories in, calories out. You know, by counting your calories and counting your calories out, 100% off, you could be out by 200% in your calorie counting pursuits, because we underestimate the calories that we're taking in up to 100%. Like there was a study, men were underestimating by 10% and women are underestimating an average of 50 to 60%. Ooh. And our calculations of exercise-based calories out part was up to 100% out. So in effect, if you 100% that, you could be out by 200%. And we don't quite understand calories. Yes, there are calorie counts, and on the information, product information, nutritional information on our packets of food, and we look up My Fitness Tracker and all that, and we have we put it in, bingo bongo, 1900 calories today. Excellent. I didn't go over my 2000 and all this sort of stuff. And then all of a sudden, 6 months down the track, sometimes I go 1800 today, 2050 that day, 1905 that way. And then you've put on a pound. Well, let me tell you what's going on there. Micronutrient deficiencies. And if you're going through life just plowing through your cravings, hunger and cravings, and by sheer willpower, well, you're micronutrient deficient. And to continue with Dave Sinclair, he's got 3 or 4 years on me, and he's got a new podcast on the go and a new show somewhere. He's going to be even more famous. And let me suggest, let's look us both up in 30 years, see if either or both of us are still alive, how he functions versus how I function. Let's see who is doing better. Oh, you got better genes. I should show you. I've shown you my genes in the past, and they weren't pretty. 3 years ago, I've got even a video of my big fat head 3 years ago. of me presenting this, and by my big fat head presenting this, I am now a skinnier head, and that is the conviction that I had. And this is the conviction going forward. As long as I get access to all my micronutrients and stay off the first four of the 44, those elimination of 90% of the supermarket, those 4 categories of food, the gluten, the oils, sugars, nitrates, I'll be like this forever. How about that as a promise for whoever would like to do this? You know how those people say, like and subscribe. Don't like, don't subscribe to this. I don't care. Okay? This is out there. If it resonates, so may well it resonate with anyone out there. Look me up and this and that. Website on the show notes, my endorsements, what I do, all the episodes that I comment on. Take it or leave it. I don't care if I don't have any followers, but it's in the nutritional sphere. If it takes, it takes. If it doesn't, I'll just keep on going while everyone else drops dead of all the people that I'm reviewing. The last one was Judy Cho, Dave Sinclair now. What else can I add with Dave Sinclair? Just like with everybody else, especially Andrew Huberman, he's stabbing in the dark. Poor bugger. And it doesn't look the most... I'm not one to suggest pictures of health in the next... This is part of a double header, this episode, and the next episode is about gym rats. All those fit gym people. Yes, I'm one. 20 minutes, don't even think that counts as a gym rat, but Dave Sinclair, for a Freudian slip, longevity, what I take, a longevity guru, Dave Sinclair, maybe he should look better than he does at his vintage of 50. Is he 54 yet? Don't know. In 2023 that I'm recording this, and live to the live people. For someone that lifts weights and has weights in their bedroom and whatnot, shouldn't you look a bit more fitter than you are now, Dave Sinclair? Don't know. He's got a sedentary look about him, sort of skinny neck and fairly slender, and he's got an aging sort of face. Yes, I probably have that aging face. I'm 50, just for comparison's sake. And what else can I say about Dave Sinclair? He pretty much, so he intermittent fasts. He eats in the evening, which poo-poos all over the don't eat pre-bed a few hours, all that sort of thing. He sleeps 6 hours a night. I probably sleep. Recently, I have 2 shifts of sleep, like sleep for a couple of hours, and then I'm up for 3 hours, and then I sleep for another 3 hours after that. That used to be a thing. First sleep, second sleep. There used to be diaries referencing first sleep, second sleep. Back in the day before electricity, cheaper lighting and the like. People used to go to bed at 8 o'clock, wake up at 11, go back to sleep 1 or 2 o'clock, and wake up to milk the cows at 5. So that's the sort of thing I'm doing at the moment. Which there's a fixation with Dave Sinclair. He's also got this fixation of we got this whole thing. 8 hours. We need 8 hours. No, we don't all need 8 hours. Yes, in episodes past, I have this idea where we're not all created unequal with health and genes and all that. We are very, very, very equal in health, in our health needs. All vertebrates need the 90 essential micronutrients. We are all pretty much all those chickens in a coop, all those cows in a herd, and the like. We have the same requirements: the dairy cows, the beef cattle, the egg producing chickens, and the chickens that after 6 weeks get the and we eat baby chickens. We all have the same requirements according to body weight. If you're black or Eskimo or indigenous this country or North European and Indian or whatever ethnicity, okay, we got the same requirements. All these genetic diseases out there, apparently, no, they're not genetic. Micronutrient deficiencies. If you don't understand that, if you don't want to accept that, don't give a shit. Go and believe what you have to believe. Invest in those biotech companies and lose your money. I'll invest in micronutrients and live 3 decades longer than yourself, perhaps, if you don't subscribe to what I suggest here. Yes, it's grandiose. Get off your high horse, all that sort of shite. I get it. And I'm more convicted than Dave Sinclair's convictions on longevity, that's for sure. He's still stabbing in the dark. My stabbing in the dark is done. There's a few little stabs here with my oral care, guinea pig status, and protein. I'm benefiting from my, from my, what's the going rate? 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, or 1 gram per pound, in the old money. So I believe that that's a thing because I'm benefiting from it. So while Dave Sinclair has this platform, while still stabbing in the dark, well, I don't have a platform. Well, I attempt, and because my regimen isn't so sexy as his, does he even have a regimen? I don't think he does. I do. Let's see who lives longer. And what I always say with the gurus, let's compare notes in 30 years or pick a time. Let's see who comes up trumps. I believe it'll be me. Anyway, that's my attempt for today on reviewing another guru. Check out all the other gurus that I've reviewed. There was Dr. Egbert, the decathlete. I'm not sure if I did Dr. Sten yet. Huberman, Atia, Rhonda Patrick. I've done Judy Chow, a couple of others, and now Dave Sinclair. So yes, Dave Sinclair, out of where's he rated from on a 5-point scale? He's a 1. 5 is the best. That's me. Closely followed would be Dr. Sten Ekberg, and Judy, Dr. Judy, nutrition with Judy. They're closely behind me, but I'm the best. And I have even a less following. So be it. Let's compare notes in 30 years, shall we? That's it for now. For the 90% of people that view this for the first time and they think, what's this guy on? Look me up in 30 years if you're still alive. Bye-bye for now. Until the next time, bye-bye.